Hey, how's it going? This is Chris from Tune Track, and in this episode we're going to go over the rest of our 1/36 scale Kinsmart friction cars.
Welcome to Tune Tracks Racing.
Okay, welcome back. We're just going to jump right into this. The first car we're going to look at is a Sesto Elemento police car. And I have no idea if such a car really exists. If so, that's got to be really cool. You would not want to try to outrun this car. As you can see, this is a Kinsmart official car. The previous video had knockoffs, and this video is going to feature all licensed cars. So all these are going to be official, and you can see it says Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. And out of the 8 cars we're going to do today, 2 of these are 138 in scale, and this is one of them. You see it says 138. All the rest are 136. You can't even really tell, they all look the same size anyway. So it's no big difference. And as you can see, all these cars have the feature of the doors that open up. You can see they all have a black interior, which is really cool. The steering wheel. We'll check on this side. Lights are pretty decent. They are plastic, so that's cool. They're not like painted metal, which I'm never really a fan of. I always like the see-through plastic. Adds more realism to it. And it's got the plastic headlights and taillights, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, this is the Sesto Elemento. So we're just going to move right along. Next one we are going to look at is the McLaren P1 in yellow. And again, this is a Kinsmart. They are all Kinsmarts. This one is 1/36 in scale. And you can see it says McLaren P1. And again, the doors open up, which is really cool. And they open up the real McLaren P1 style. They go up. You see inside the interior. I'll turn it around for you to look at. And again, all these are pretty decent in quality. These were just a little bit more than the knockoffs. The knockoffs were around $3 to $4. The licensed ones were only like $5 to $6, depending on where you got them. We found a new shop that's not too far from us that sells them. Unfortunately, we went to go film there, but they did not allow any kind of filming, so sorry I could not show that to you. Maybe when they get to know us better, they'll let us start filming. It's one thing I do not understand. Like, it's a proven fact that merchandise that is photographed and videoed for those businesses have a better shot at being bought. It's free advertising, but sometimes they just do not want to let you film. So you just gotta obey their wishes. And that brings us to our third car, and this is gonna be the Lamborghini Veneno. And this one is in orange. You can see it's got the Italian colors for the pinstriping, which is really cool. And again, doors open up. Got the suicide doors, which are pretty neat. It's right interior. None of these cars have the trunks or hoods that open up. The only feature that does open up is just the doors, but that's okay. And again, these are the friction cars, so these are the ones you just pull back and let go. And as I said in a previous video, we are going to race these. I'm hoping to get these done within probably a couple weeks. We can do a tournament, and if you guys like it, we'll get more cars and we'll have more tournaments. So anyway, as you can see on the bottom of this one, it says Lamborghini Veneno. This is a 1/36 scale, and again, it's official. You can see the Kinsmart logo on the bottom. And again, all these cars, all their tires are rubber. All the bodies are die-cast metal, and the bottoms are plastic, just like the other ones. But these, you can see, they all have the official logo on the front. You can see the Lamborghini logo. All the lights are plastic, which is cool. This particular one does not have the plastic lights in the back. It's just painted. It's very thin, so I guess it was easier just to paint. And this is a pretty well done casting. And again, this is the Lamborghini Veneno. This will bring us to our fourth car, and as you can see, the fourth one is a Porsche 911 GT2 RS 991. And again, this one is 1/36 in scale, and this is all in black, which looks really menacing. I like that. And you can see it's got the GT2 RS logo on the door, which is pretty cool. And again, since this is official, you do see the Porsche logo on the hood. And once again, the lights are in plastic. Well done. The side has a little piece of diecast metal there. That is not plastic, by the way. The lights, tail lights themselves are plastic, but the turn signals are just painted on. And you can see this one comes with a pretty cool license plate. I always like when it comes with a license plate. Gives it a little added touch. And again, this one you can see comes with the ground effects. Looks pretty cool. And open up the door to show you guys the interior. That's the passenger side. I'll go to the driver's side and you can see that. And I do like the spoiler on this. It is pretty aggressive looking. I like that. They did a really good job with this particular casting. And this is the Porsche 911 GT2. Okay, and this brings us to my personal favorite casting. This is the Lamborghini Super Trofeo. And as you can see, this is the LP620-2. And this is a 1/36 scale. And this car is by far my personal favorite. And the funny part is Jason picked this out. I wasn't even there when he found this one, so he's got my taste, so that's a good thing. And this looks just about identical to the car it's based off of, just a few little tampos that are different. That's about it, but most of it is identical. Up to including the blank paint on the spoiler. They did a really good job with that. Doors open up. And you can see the dark interior. Again, they did a really good job on the interior. Doors closed. And again, these cars, they don't have any hoods or trunks to open up. It's just the doors, which is fine. And I really like the red outline trim all around the car. It just makes the car stand out even more. And this is one of my favorite Lamborghini castings. I just like the aggressive look and the nice high spoiler on it. Gives it a really added aggressive touch, and I like that. And again, the lights are plastic on the front and back. And again, this is the Lamborghini Super Trofeo, my favorite one. And that'll bring us to our Corvette. I was looking for a lot more muscle cars, but unfortunately they did not have any. They were all bought out. I wonder why. So this is the last one I could find. This is, as you can see, the 2016 Corvette C7R. And again, this one is 1/36 in scale, made from Kinsmart. I like the orange look to it. It's got the orange, gray, and black theme going. And I'll show you the interior. Again, all these interiors are all black, which is fine. Looks really good. Nice contrast against the orange. And I definitely like the logos and tampos on this car. They did a really good job, up to even including the Chevrolet logo on the rear window. That looks pretty cool. And they did an awesome job with the lights. They are plastic, and that looks really well done. Even all the little tampos you can see right below the lights are really well done. Give you a look again, spin it around. The only thing I might have a little complaint about is the rear view mirrors are a little flimsy. Like if Jason plays with this for a little too long, I have a feeling those will break off. They're not the most sturdy, so you just gotta be careful with those. That's about it. Everything else is pretty compact. And this is the Corvette. Beautiful car. That's going to leave us 2 cars to review, and the next one is a beautiful car as well. And as you can see, this one is the 2010 Gumbert Apollo Sport, and this car is absolutely stunning. This is 1/36. Sorry, I'm trying to get this in focus. Okay, we go 1/36 at Kinsmart again. As you can see, the doors open up in a really cool way, and you can see the logos on the seats. That is an awesome touch. I think this is the only one that has it out of the ones that we have as of right now. That looks really stunning. see if we can get a better view of it in this angle. It looks really nice. And you can see it's even got the logo on the front, just like all the other cars do, since they are licensed. And these cars have a little bit of weight to them. They're not really that heavy at all, but you can definitely feel the die-cast body, and you can tell it's got the plastic bottom. But the back of this car is, again, well done. Plastic lights, cool tampo in the back. They did a really good job with this. And once again, this is the 2010 Kinsmart Apollo Sport. Okay, and this is going to bring us to our last car. And when I first saw this, I thought this was Lamborghini Reventon, but I was wrong. This is actually an Aventador. You see this is the LP700-4. And this is the other one that's 138 in scale. But you really can't tell. It's like, this is a 136, this is a 138. So, looking at it blindly, you can't tell which one's 138 and which one's 136. So, this should be fine. And again, this is the Lamborghini with the Italian flag colors running the middle of the car. And you got the Lamborghini logo in the front. And again, the doors swing out, which is really cool. And once again, I'll show you the dark interior. And that's really neat looking. And you can see the engine in the rear. They did a good job with that. And it isn't just all one color. They actually have a little bit of silver toning in there, so that adds a little element to it. I thought that was a pretty good touch. And this one does not have any kind of window for the passenger driver side. And actually none of these cars do have those windows or on either side. I guess it's just easier for you to put your finger in to get the doors open so that they leave the windows out. And as you can see, this is the Lamborghini Aventador LP700-4. And again, all these are from Kinsmart. They're really good quality. I cannot wait to see these race. The tournament should be in a couple weeks. Our first goal is to get all the qualifiers done for our Hot Wheels tournaments coming up. And then right before the actual league starts, we'll throw a tournament in with these. And if you guys like it, we'll continue it and do more. And now we have a place where we can get these cars out, so that's pretty good. Alright, so that should wrap up this quick review of these 8 Kinsmart friction cars. And this is Chris from Toon Tracks, signing off.